going on, man?
What's up, man?
How you doing?
How you know? Sandwich.
Hold on. County weed?
You like bud?
Yeah, bud, man.
Herb?
Yeah.
Flower?
Flower, definitely joints and shit.
Some hemp?
Yeah, I mean, whatever you want to call it.
No.
Really? You burn though, right?
Yeah.
You don't got nothing on you? All right, man. Catch you later.
All right.
Live from the Lung Cancer Cafe, it's the PDCares Podcast!
Hey everybody, it's your boy Patrick Donovan. Welcome to the PDCares Podcast.
We're going to the moon!
Slim's excited. We're about to go into space or something like that. He's probably got some moon rocks in his pocket. That means he's ready to launch.
Hey, we'll be back.
We're back from our moon flight. How was that for you? Alrighty then. Trip to the moon accomplished.
Hey.
So that's a thing. How you been, buddy?
Good, man. You? Producer Brian, how you been?
I'm good.
All right.
Producer Brian's good.
All right.
I'm pretty good. I mean, you know, we had a slamming TCG rehearsal last night, so that's exciting.
Sweet.
Hot.
Again?
Oh my God, dude.
Dang.
Like,
Jesus.
I probably haven't sweated that much from a rehearsal in probably 2 years.
Not bad.
Like, I feel like a fat bastard now. Like, it was terrible, but it was fun. So that's exciting.
Still singer?
Still singerless. We're looking for a singer. If you're a vocalist out there, hit me up at fucking Toy Called God's Facebook or on my Facebook or on Insta or on Twitter or on whatever. Anyway, speaking of space, James Webb Telescope, did you check it out?
Oh, it's awesome.
Dude, best pictures I've ever seen.
So far, just what we've seen is amazing.
Like, and so then you start seeing what's out there, and you start trying to figure in your head, you know, how far away that is.
And how long ago that was.
Exactly.
You know, is that stuff there still, or did it get sucked up by a black hole? Did galaxies collide? Was there a supernova that, you know, who knows? Because it was like, what, almost 14 billion years
Only
before
14
Earth
billion.
was even here?
Right.
Like, not even a speck of dust.
Well, I want to say the universe is 14,
Yeah.
and then the Earth is about 6-ish billion,
Yeah.
and maybe in change.
But the photographs are from just
It's just crazy.
long before. And humans, nothing. Not even a fucking dust particle.
Kind of makes the average human lifespan seem like a cruel and ironic joke. I mean, time is a human construct.
Yeah.
The universe gives no fuck.
Yeah, no.
Right? So, yeah, those pictures were amazing. I thought that was the coolest thing I saw
Any
this week.
particular favorites?
Oh, I like the big shot where you can see all of the galaxies.
All the
and
galaxies, a
stars
little
and-
distorted in the middle from the gravitational.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff
You
like
can see
that.
the
But just
distortions and the curvatures in
just-
certain spots.
and to think that those are just billions of stars in itself.
Right. Billions upon billions of stars,
You know,
worlds,
it's-
possible species, intelligence, life. I mean,
I
it's
mean,
it's
it-
crazy
yeah.
than the possibilities.
Brought to you by Sky Daddy.
But Sky Daddy, bringing you enslavement and murder and war for about
Tax-free of it.
and a tax break for 3,000 years. So that was the cool thing I thought this week. We got the fire burning over in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, that's fun. I work right
Pit-
next to that.
Pittsburgh with no H.
Yes, Pittsburgh,
Not
California.
Pittsburgh with an H is a much different place.
Still, there's like one steel mill there.
Where?
In Pittsburgh.
Which
there
one?
there was. Pasco.
You're killing me. So over here.
In Pittsburgh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But it's not there, and hell, people lost their jobs.
Well, when you say when you say steel in Pittsburgh, I
Yeah.
immediately think of the real Pittsburgh.
Right.
Because
The real Pittsburgh.
well, I mean, bro, that's where I'm from.
They look kind of the same, just yours is a little grayer.
Well, a little grayer, and it's a little larger in the other one
Definitely.
where I'm from.
Yeah.
And the roads are shittier.
I'd say the outskirts, like, you know.
Oh yeah,
stuff like
it's
that,
yeah
kinda
where I grew up. It's
five.
that's closer to the Pittsburgh.
The
out
bird,
here, yeah.
yeah.
All looking kind of
Hell yeah.
rough, looking rough.
Ghetto. Oh my-
Well, ghetto's kind of depends on where you are.
Yeah.
Right.
True.
Subjective. Anyway, so they got the fire burning over there. Is it still smoldering that you know of?
Not that I know. I didn't smell anything today. you
I
know, but
can't. I didn't
it's-
go outside. It's too hot for that
Yeah,
shit.
I said I work right up the way from there, and so it was like it'd be coming in waves. You know, you just smell. And it's like, oh god. But no, I didn't smell anything today. Really, it
I
was
know.
hot.
Well, I mean, you're in the garage twisting wrenches. I'm sure it's hot as fuck in
We
there.
got fans blowing, but you know,
Right.
Got to do what you got to do. Make that money.
Money, money, money makes the world go round. I think we're going to go to Herb Toker with the weather.
Herb, how's the weather outside?
Hot band of the week, Slim. There's been one band that has been just like the talk of social media all week long.
Negative, positive.
Good, bad, or
People
otherwise.
Going, who? You know, those kids.
My God, I can't even stand it. Pantera is the hot band of the week because everybody's talking about it.
It's a reunion of sorts. Tribute.
I would say it's a tribute.
Tribute. I would definitely say tribute. I don't know what they're calling it exactly.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going out under a tribute name or what their plan is, but
It's
I do
Pantera.
know it's Phil Anselmo, and I know it's Rex Brown, and that's half of Pantera.
Yep. And then they
And
got
then they got Zach and Charlie.
Zach Wilde, of course, from many bands, Black Label Society, Ozzy Osbourne,
And others.
others. But
And then Rex, down and Kill Devil Hill and
of course Charlie Benante, Anthrax.
Anthrax. I love me some Anthrax. If you don't love Anthrax, I have to wonder about your ability to life.
A lot of people don't like Anthrax.
It's weird to me. They're polarizing.
I think
that
it's
way.
might be an East-West thing,
I don't
like
know.
a metal.
I love the fuck out of
anything,
Anthrax. Dude.
But yeah,
Those are my
any
dudes.
any particular era?
Oh my God. So for me, I would say my favorite record is State of Euphoria. But we're not talking about them. We're talking about Pantera, the hot band of the week.
Hey!
And so if I had to talk about a Pantera record being my favorite, it would be Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Yeah, it's just so raw and so perfect. I mean, it just crushes from the beginning to the end.
It's really hard to find your favorite Pantera album, because there's so much. There's many great songs.
There's a bunch of good stuff there.
There's some sleeper stuff I think on some of the later ones that I was like, and I don't want to hear "I'm Broken" or "5 Minutes Alone" ever again. I think.
Well, I think to me, like as they progressed in their career, they just kept getting progressively harder and redefining themselves and their space in the genre.
I have to agree, Cowboys though.
Yeah, that record is just fucking crushing, man. I mean, just oh my God, and it had it all, dude. It had the thrash, it had the speed, it had the ballad for the hair band people or whatever, right? Yep. I mean, it was locked in. That record was killer. The vocals were killer. The guitar was fucking absolutely insane.
Everything.
And the back end was fucking just crushing.
Rex and Vinny together, providing that rhythm during Dimebag, just
dude,
wailing
insane.
and stuff. It's
so good,
amazing.
And then if you saw that live, like if you were fortunate enough to see that live,
that was Pantera. I'm lucky. A lot of people out there are very lucky to have seen Pantera. Hey, tell us in your comments your favorite Pantera show you went to.
Yeah. Do that. Comments.
But live, it's just so extreme. I mean, you can listen to the heaviest stereo you've got, and it's nothing like feeling,
dude,
that just crushing against your chest.
So I saw them over a dozen times easily, and I have to tell you, hands down, I've been to a fuck ton of shows, and I've seen a fuck ton of bands.
Shocker.
Right? But literally the best live show I have ever seen. Just from the energy, rawness, performance, all of it. It was just absolutely incredible. A spectacle. Just amazing.
Y'all fucking hear me out there. Y'all hear me out there. Goddamn fucking heroin.
Heroin. Yeah, that's the thing. Phil's kind of changed over the years.
Yeah, it's
good
Phil.
friends. Good friends and a bottle of pills will do that to you.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, so
Rex, you played with his band.
Yeah, that was super awesome. When we released our first CD, we played the show with Kill Devil Hill down in Oakland. That was a good time. I got to meet the guy. Super nice guy. Super chill. He just wanted to do his thing. He didn't,
Way underrated, I think. Still, there's a lot of people who like his, him as a bass player, but people I don't think really understand just how he had to hold it down.
Well, to me, he seemed like that night. He seemed super focused. Like he was like locked in with what he was trying to do. He was nice, polite, didn't give anyone any guff, but you could tell that man was on, handling some work, and I wasn't trying to fuck with him or nothing. I had my own fish to fry that night, debut Toy Called God release or whatever. That was fun.
That was a stressful night.
Oh my God, dude. So, but yeah,
right? Air of the week.
There you go. Hot Band of the Week is Pantera. You can find their catalog pretty much anywhere you find music. You can check them out on the road whenever they get out on the road. I would recommend checking out their social media to find out when that is and where that is.
Are you going to go?
I mean, I got to kick it around. Part of me is like, nah, but part of me is like, dude, yes.
I mean,
Here's the thing.
The players are good.
The players are incredible players. Charlie and Zach are killers, right? Then great hired assassins if you can get them. Sure that wasn't, cheap or whatever. Anyway, that all being said, part of me, because I saw the real thing, I kind of don't want to, I don't want to taint it. Taint, he said. Anyway, but with that, at the same time, I love Zach Wilde as a guitarist. So, I mean, I'm kind of curious.
Well, luckily where we're at, it probably won't be the beginning of the tour.
It'll be the beginning of the end.
Yeah, I think it'll be like at least 2 shows before us.
Oh yeah, there'll be a few shows in.
So that way we can at least see what's going on
once it's working.
It can be like, but I don't know. Tickets will probably go.
They're gonna go quick.
So
if you don't get them, like when they come out, you're not gonna get them, or you're gonna pay through the nose for them. So Hot Band of the Week, Pantera, check them out.
What would you be doing if you weren't a musician?
Prison. I would be doing time in prison. I don't know, man. To be honest, like coming up, I had a whole bunch of ideas about what I wanted to do. But like from the time I was probably 5 years old, 6 years old, I wanted to be like a rock star astronaut. That was my jam, right?
Rock star astronaut.
That was the plan from the beginning.
We're going to the moon.
High as Venus, bitch. But so all jokes aside, that being said, I wanted to be the rock star astronaut. And then when I was like 12 or 13, Mom and me and the kid brother or whatever, we ended up going to D.C. on a trip, and we went to the Smithsonian. And by this time, I had built models and telescopes and all this stuff on my own anyway. So
what type of models? Like
rockets and shit like that. And so we get to the Smithsonian or whatever, and we're walking through this aerospace museum, which is amazing if you're ever.
Oh, I've been there. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah,
Smithsonian is the shit. So we're going through there, and we start looking into the capsules of the missions that they got hanging in there, and you can see in size,
the space
capsules,
lack thereof. I guess.
Exactly. And so before the trip, we had me into the doctor for checkup or whatever, and he's like, "This kid's gonna be like 6'5".
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I can imagine you just.
Right, and so when I got to the Smithsonian and figured out that if you were any bigger than 6'1", you weren't even getting in that shit. Yep. It was kind of dream crushing for me, right?
I imagine, yeah.
And so I was like, "Fuck my life," and so I could still be a rock star. That could still happen, And so here we are. Mm-hmm. That's the one I kind of hung with and banged out with. And I've had a bunch of, jobs, right? I was a flooring guy. I worked at restaurants. I've done all kind of stuff, security guard, whatever. But, like, for me, it's always been about being a songwriter and a guitar player.
So, yeah, pretty much you can't imagine yourself doing anything else.
I mean, it would be hard. If I was going to try to do something, I'd probably be like a stand-up comedian and fail miserably or something. I don't know. Maybe a writer or a consultant for some of the bullshit I've done. But other than that, I don't know what I would do.
All right.
Guitar. Comedy. Gomedy. I don't know.
Real stumper for PD.
Twat Waffle of the Week this week. There are many, many options in our world. We're fortunate that way.
It seems like there's growing numbers every day.
Right? It's like a fucking virus. Wait, virus.
Stay off of social media. Oh.
Right? All right, so this week's Twat Waffle of the Week, I kind of have like 2.
Yeah.
Sort of?
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Well, one was suggested by you, so let's go with that one. Let's go with that.
There's a fire over here.
Well, that's because you went to the moon.
We're going to the moon.
All right, so as soon as we quit burning down the studio.
Moon rocks are hot.
Right, moon rocks are hot.
Came in
right,
hot.
like a meteor. Hey. All right, so anyway, the Twat Waffles of the Week this week. I got Deshaun Watson.
Who?
Deshaun Watson, quarterback for the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, the Browns.
Well, I mean, Cleveland is.
Well, I mean,
Cleveland.
I'm not hating on the Browns. I just don't watch sports.
So-
But I know there's a team called the Browns, and normally they're not very good, right?
Slim is not a football person by any stretch. He kind of follows football through me because I talk about it, and he just sits there and looks at me.
Pittsburgh Steelers. That's my team, apparently.
Not a boy.
Because everybody likes Pittsburgh at what was formerly Heinz Field.
Oh, and that's a hot topic, isn't it? Acrisure Stadium. We'll get to that in a minute. Let me circle back. Deshaun Watson, in case you're not aware, Slim, is formerly the quarterback of the Houston Texans, and while in Houston, he went on Instagram to recruit massage therapists, and then he would have the therapist over, have a massage session, and etc. or whatever. Well, apparently it turns out 24 women out of a group of 66 have filed civil suits against Mr. Watson.
Wow.
And their NFL is trying to decide how long his suspension is going to be.
Just a suspension.
Well, that's what they're saying.
Yeah.
So what happened after that is after the charges were brought or whatever, and then they went to grand jury. Grand jury didn't pursue it.
Mm-hmm.
So they went to the civil litigation. And in civil litigation, 24 cases, there it is. So that's he settled 20 of those suits. 4 are still outstanding. The league has had their hearing about it. We're waiting for the judge to say what she's going to say about it, and that'll be the penalty. But anybody who faces 24 assault charges via civil litigation or criminal litigation is definitely a fucking twat waffle. I mean,
Yeah. That pretty much speaks for itself. I had no idea.
not one, not two, like some people will say certain other quarterbacks have
Yeah.
had to deal with. 24.
24. Jeez.
It's not like one or two. You could be maybe. It could be
Maybe.
he said.
24.
He said, right. 24. No, there's no. I mean, really? 24, dude?
Oof. Yeah. Well, man, that's a big deal.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I can't even believe they're, considering anything less than a year, but we'll
Yeah.
see what it's going to be.
Crazy.
But so Deshaun Watson would be my 1A. And then as suggested by you, my 1B would be
Gas station tweakers.
nothing like a good gas station tweaker to brighten your day.
Just fucking, especially here in the Devil's Tank. You
Right.
know, there's a lot of tweakers. And to be fair, I get judged as a tweaker, I'm sure, all the time because I'm a skinny motherfucker. And it's hella funny because, no.
You have
But
two.
anyways,
Well, for starters, the people who are doing that are profiling, and that's wrong. And then aside from that, you have way too many fucking teeth to be a fucking tweaker, right? That's the thing. Like if they walked up on you and they looked at you and you just cracked a smile because you're slim,
yeah.
they would know you're not a tweaker.
I think it's more the walking across the street to, Trader Joe's or something.
Well, you look
like
all kind of
that.
gangly, and I mean, I can see that part of it. You look heroin chic, if you will.
Walking like Jack Skellington.
Right. But that being said, all you'd have to do is smile at them, and they would know you're not a tweaker.
Yeah.
Right. You
I'm
don't
not asking them for money.
right, and that's the thing.
And that's the whole gas station tweaker thing. And it's like, do you see the price of gas right now? And you're asking me for money?
Well, that's like when they ask you for an extra cigarette.
It only
They're-
comes
none
20
of 'em-
pack.
None of them are fucking extra.
Yeah.
None of them. Like never in all the times that I've bought cigarettes in the 30 years I've been smoking cigarettes, have any of them been what I would call extra. Spare? No, they're not spares. They're generally the yeah, no.
No. 20 a pack. Sometimes 30, depending on where you're at.
Right?
You ever had a 30 pack?
Yes.
Yeah, crazy, huh?
It's weird.
Tra, tra, tra.
Well, it's kind of like back when Camo used to do the wides too, right?
They still do
Remember
them.
the Camo wides?
They're still
They still
around.
do those things?
Yeah.
My God.
Little cannons of cancer.
Little cannons of cancer. Little emphysema fucking rocket launchers. I
Brought
love
to
it.
you by the Lung Cancer Cafe. Hey.
That's their special of the week, I think, is Camo wides with au jus or something. I don't know. We'll have to consult the wait staff after this episode. But yeah, so gas station tweakers. What else about gas station tweakers? The fact that they always want to clean your windshield.
I've never had one actually ask me to clean my windshield.
Really?
No, I get the rant. My favorite one is, oh, the car broke down. We're not really from the area. Can you help us out? Where's the freeway? And it's like, that big, long thing that's running right there, that's the freeway.
Well, I mean, that's the thing, right?
Gobble, gobble.
We're trying to get home to wherever. Well, keep trying. And I'm not saying to not be compassionate. I mean, if there's someone out there that moves you or you think you're genuinely helping, do whatever you're going to do, people. I'm not here to judge that. But
there's a definite
correlation.
gas station tweaker
Right.
the phenomena.
Well,
especially here in the tank.
yeah, there's some teeth grinding fools around here, to be certain. And you don't want to leave anything in your car if you go into the station, right? Make sure you lock up. But that's a thing. Gas station tweakers. And Deshaun Watson, our Twat Waffles of the Week. All right, Slimmer, you ready? Put the pipe down, son.
We're going to the moon.
Going to the moon. NASA has recently announced the new Slim Orbiter. It'll be traveling to the moon.
Take a ride on the Slimmer Slammer.
Perfect. The Slimmer Slammer. I hope that thing doesn't blow an O-ring. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, buddy. If you blow an O-ring, you're on your own.
This shit is rough when you blow it over it.
You're right. You blow an O-ring, it never runs right again. It's rant time. The thing that started it all, the PDCares rant. Let's do it. Are you ready?
Let's go.
All right. It's very simple. This one goes out to all the motherfuckers who can't get over their past, right? And are stuck living there. If you live in the past, you will fucking die in the past looking over your shoulder. Move forward. Look forward. Don't hang on to things because it's in the past. You can't change it. Worrying about it is not going to do anything for you.
Nope.
It's a waste of your time and your energy, right? So whatever it is that's in your life that you're dwelling on that you can't get over, be it a relationship, a job, a this, a that, or whatever, I don't fucking care. Quit living in the past. Quit looking over your shoulder because if you're looking backward, you're not looking forward. And that is going to prevent you from ever being the best you. So that's the rant for the week, buddy.
I like it.
Right?
Don't live in the past.
Don't live in the past, kids. All right, so tour talk time. This is the tour talk segment. Sometimes we have guests on, or sometimes I get asked about do's and don'ts on the road and about the stories and why we say to do or don't do these things. Sleiz here. My guy Sleiz. If you don't know Sleiz, you should know Sleiz because everybody knows Sleiz. He's been out with some of the biggest names in the business, Montrose, Lita Ford, etc. What are your do's and don'ts for the road? Other than come home alive.
Don't stack shit on top of shit.
Don't stack
Because
shit.
everything you always have to. People will put like heads on top of cabs, and you have to put the cabs in the trailer first.
Right.
So, and then people will come out and just, if you got people helping you that don't know what they're doing,
They'll
will
wheel
come
it,
out and
it'll
just
tip,
stack
and
shit up on top of everything. And it's like, now I have to remove that and move this over and move that. And
right. More work.
yeah, and usually by the time I go out on the road with somebody, they have it down to where, I'm putting the cabs in first, putting in all the solids, and then we put in all your little toys after,
Little toys, right? I can dig it. What else? What else will be a do and a don't? What do you
Get
see
out of
doing?
my way when you see me heading towards you with gear.
Get out of my way. Well, that's a fair thing.
Musicians alike like to stand in the way of gear being loaded out.
I mean,
Man,
sometimes
how
that's the
many
thing.
times
People
these
don't realize that they're in their own way,
Yeah.
right?
Well,
You know,
I'm
half
in
the
my own way. but-
half the time that happens, it's the band trying to go on next that's in the way.
Right.
Guilty as charged. I've done that shit. I'm like waiting for motherfuckers to get off. Get out of the way. So yeah, I'm definitely guilty of that. I feel
And
like.
then I do it now just to prove a point.
just because you're like, hey, remember that time 3 years ago?
Hey, you're trying to get your shit off? Here, let me help you here.
Right. That's quality. What else?
Just smile.
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 Everybody should smile. I agree.
Get out there and smile. Don't mean mug everybody in your show.
Well, you're trying to make everybody that's out there your friends, right? Because you want them to consume.
Trying, yeah.
And so ideally, you're going to get more beets with honey than with vinegar.
Right.
Tell me the funniest story. What do you think out of all the stories you've done, all the groups you've gone out with?
Well, now we have the problem of the memory.
Well,
kicking in,
and that's a thing. But
but I can't remember the story with you guys.
with the moose, that story's crazy because I don't really, it happened so fast.
Well, you were asleep actually in the passenger
How was I
seat.
asleep? We were passing weed, and you hit the high beams, and then we were on two wheels.
You were zoning out.
Well, zoning out is not asleep.
You were nodding off. But I can remember we're going through the windy ass mountains of Montana, and it's pouring ass rain. It's coming down.
It was like snow at that point.
Yeah,
It was like
probably
sleet
was.
and ice and all that shit.
And so I was only doing 50, but it was wet enough to where I couldn't see the lines in the road. So I finally hit the high beams, and I saw this moose's eyes, and he's looking down on me as we passed by, and I had to swerve at
Right.
the last minute, and the guys are in the back falling out of their bunks,
Which is funny.
and they're yelling at me, going, "What the hell's happening up there?" And I'm saying, "What the hell's happening back there, man? We got
Well-
shit going on up here."
Yeah, right. Things are happening all of a sudden.
But that moose, as we passed by, looked down on me and I just kind of, whoa.
It was pretty crazy. That was a good one.
But yeah, we were dying laughing, and then
And that
the guys
was the
in
best
back
part.
were
pissed off about us laughing until we told them, hey,
they almost lost their life, and
Right. well, danger.
and woke up, and
If you're going out on tour, you got to understand it's
somebody didn't have their coffee in time, so
Right. Things could happen. It's dangerous out there. I mean, I've heard of bands having way worse problems, issues, and accidents than that.
It was way funnier when it happened.
Absolutely.
It was also scarier, but it was way funnier when.
Well, we can laugh about it now.
Yes.
Like then we laughed about it then too, but in a different kind of way. Because I'm sure when we were laughing, it's because we knew those dudes were back there fucking.
But
just
now when I
doing
see
and
the
brewing.
signs that say "Deering,"
Oh right,
I take that to heart. Oh, okay.
Oh, right.
I'll be looking out.
There's gonna be some shit in the middle of the road. What did you say about people being a diva on the road?
There are people that are divas. I can't think of any names right now, just because I want to keep working.
I can understand that.
Yeah, there are people that are divas out there that and I'm talking all the way from back in the day when I first started to now.
You mean there's divas in our scene?
There's divas definitely in our scene.
There's no divas in our circles, Sleiz. What do you mean?
There's a few that primp and proper. Yeah,
Primp and prance.
Yeah, that would be the word.
The primp and prance set. All right. Well, I'll have to keep an eye out for those guys. What's your number one tip to save money on the road?
Go to the store, buy all your groceries, and make sandwiches, because buying fast food every day sucks. And if you're going to be broke and just, you don't want to be broke and having fast food indigestion, because you straight up end up with fast food indigestion by the end of that fourth or fifth day out on the road, because you're hitting it breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then the snacks in between. And so, yeah.
So you're saying what you're trying to say is eat well.
Try and eat well. Yeah. Eat something that's going to energize you.
Don't eat trash.
And that's not going to break you, I was doing peanut butter and jelly sandwiches on the Soulfly tour.
Cost is a thing on tour.
Right. Well, gas is the biggest cruncher.
Well, right now, yeah, gas is kind of insane. I would hate to be out on the road footing gas mules right now. I mean, out here in California where it's almost $7, it's one thing, right? You catch a break in some spots and you'd see like, $4 or $5 gas and you'd be like, oh my God, I remember that. All right. So,
and bring lots of weed to comfort them times when you don't have food or gas or money.
Well, here's what I would say. And this is just because we're broadcasting. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. There are so many states passing laws now that you really don't have to take a whole bunch with you. You just have to be able to buy a little everywhere you go.
And thus,
Thus, bring it all with you. Yeah, I get that, but I'm not trying to say that. Thanks again, Sleiz.
absolutely.
Snoop Dogg. I saw you on TikTok, buddy, and I tried to hit the account, but I don't think it was you. So if it is you, great. Follow my shit. And if not, this challenge is for you, man. We're trying to smoke some weed, and we're calling you and Willie Nelson out in a smoke off. Me, my man, Slim.
It's on, Willie.
It's on like Donkey Kong. Anytime, anywhere. You come, we come. We'll all bring the buds and have a good time. We'll, film it or something and put it on one of these ridiculous channels that we all have.
Next time you're in the Bay Area.
Right? We'll do it for a charity. We'll pick a charity. You can pick a charity. Smoking for Oakland. Whatever. We'll find something. But yeah, we're calling you out, man. That's the thing. Do it for the kids.
For the kids.
Do it for the kids. We'll find a children's charity. That's what we'll do. Smoke out.
No, definitely smoke out for the... But
Smoke offs, not smoke out, because, yeah. Anyway, smoke off for the kids, so let's do it, man. Snoop. Boop, boop, boop. You guys have been great. I've been Patrick. He's been Slim.
Slammer. We went to the moon!
We went to the moon. Producer Brian, we thank you.
As always.
Make sure you
Allman
get
Studios.
Yeah, make sure you guys check out Altman Studios for sound design, production, engineering, recording, audio, visual, whatever your needs may be. Contact Brian Altman at Altman Studios. He will hook you up. We thank this week's special guest, Sleiz E. Smith.
Always nice to see you, Sleiz. And hey, you like this? Subscribe, link, share, do all the crap you do on social media.
Like it, plus it, react it, comment on it, share it most importantly. If you think any of this is funny.
If you disagree with anything.
If you disagree with it, whatever. If you love it, hate it, share it. Because that's how we're going to, take it further. We got to do it with the help of you guys. We appreciate you so much. Thank you all.
See you next time.
To the page, all you motherfuckers better hit the stage. We're here to smoke it up until we burn it down. Drink it up until we hit the ground. Smoke it up until we burn it down. Drink it up until we hit the ground. Yeah.
I do got some wax.
Smoke it up, burn it down, drink it up.